Hello, wonderful viewers. Welcome to another interesting moment of the bubble. This is a moment you do not want to miss. In this edition, we will be discussing on permanent voters card, PVC, the only way Nigerians can vote for the right person they want as their president. The PVC is a handy card that allows you to vote your choice of political leader. Is your vote your power? Let's see what this edition holds. We will be right back.
Keep watching this bubble because if you know bubble nowadays for this Nigeria, and I be say you on your own. Oh. Everything a bubble. You shop, you no shop, just the bubble they go. Because life no get duplicate. You kill yourself by yourself, your dead body go police station, and you are under arrest by the things, handle the things. You don't read. Bubble yourself.
In my life, I used to bubble. I remember back in the days when we did hustle. My friend tell me, say we go bubble to make them all together. We pray that one day we must surely bubble and make the money together. We fly high and get, we bubbles. Bubble. Yeah, I'm bubble. I'm bubble. We are bubbling. I'm bubbling. I'm bubble.
Bubble, 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 bubble. Yeah, that's Bubble G.
Yeah. Trust me, I don't know, nothing is coming to my head.
This message is brought to you by Clef Entertainment and all Nigerian backers. Go get your PVC.
Truly love Nigeria. Let us do what's right. Tired of being ignorant. Can't wait to see the light. Go catch your peace. So you can put your conscience. You're right and you're
with the intention of sensitizing.
Go catch your peace. So we can build our own. You're right and you're right. Generation, don't come and
There is something they are saying because you're not in the bikers community, you might not be familiar with what they are saying.
Nigeria, to live in Lagos, and to be involved in the electoral process. This is what everybody is talking about globally. The global community is looking up to Nigeria. They are wondering what we are going to do next. They are wondering and involved. They are wondering, interested in what will become of Nigeria's political issues. From 2023, of course, elections have come and gone in different parts of the world. Right now, Nigeria is in the spotlight. And which other agency is entrusted with the care to deliver a free and fair electoral process other than our own? The Independent National Electoral Commission is the body entrusted with the responsibility of making the electoral process easy.
So I'd like to start by giving us the audience. And going forward, we don't need to do an official introduction when it has to do with power of PVC right in INEC, because few of our materials has even been used on the portal. The INEC chairman stamped with my bike, which I handed the PVC card to him. This is the second time we are flagging up here. And what I have designed this time is for us, we always have a two calendar advocacy. And as far as PVC right is concerned, it's a lifetime project for us, which we started in 2017. That's 5 years down the line. And we have been able to distance ourselves from being partisan, which is clear to everybody that we are not partisan. So what we have designed now, we are running for 8 months from now to a few days after election, which we have designed to do 1 time a week advocacy, 4 times in a month, and we pay courtesy visits 1 month interval to some dignitaries around, which we hope to meet with Two-Face, being INEC ambassador. We're supposed to do Professor Wole Soyinka because every state we get to, we plan to see the commissioner of police because security is key. And when we talk about voter party, the first thing we need to deal with is security. Because by the time we just go out on our own, we hand over a blank check to Lagosians telling them to come and vote. And most times we don't even have synergy with the police organization.
Not enough people believe that they should believe in it. Now, do you understand what I'm saying? Not enough people believe that they should believe in it. But it's getting better every year. For the 2023 one, all right, look, at this gate, there's a crowd outside there eager to get registered. And mark my words, anybody that registers in the last 2 months till whenever it will close, let it be raining fire on that day. They will get up and they will vote. So we're getting there.
I am a very popular person in my area. I'm very, very popular. So at different times, different parties have approached me to come and be their candidate for various positions. And I would always say no until last year. I got to realize that if this vote doesn't count, why do politicians expend billions to buy people's votes? Number one. Number two, why do they campaign so rigorously? If you put those two together, you come to one conclusion. There is something about people's votes that counts. I want to give you an example of the 2015 elections. The incumbent president was leading by a margin of, I think, 47 to 30 something of the present APC president. The whole scenario, the result was changed by the result of just 2 states. So if voting doesn't count, I don't think that those 2 states will have been powerful enough to impact on the actual result of the election. So of course, your voting counts.
Welcome to The Bubble for moments of factual opinions.
I think the narrative has changed. It has changed in a very big way, and people are now, the awareness, let me just attribute it to awareness. You understand? People are now aware thanks to social media and other media, media channels that people tend to use in getting information. And again, people are actually quite tired of the government, People are actually quite tired. And you cannot actually know which government, the right person to actually put. You understand? You just have to just assume. You get. So I guess people are tired, and that's why they want to that's why you're having this large turnout. The youth want to come out and make their voice heard.
I think it's important because we're at a time when we have shifting generation. A lot of people that were children in 1999 are able to vote now, and we have a huge young population. So we have for the first time, people that are very young that never had never had a say. They have a say now. I think that's why it's very important. Also because the economic situation is so negative, not just in Nigeria but around Africa and around the world. So this is a very important time to make the right decision.
Well, I wouldn't say that is more important than the previous election, but then I would just love to say that every election is important. Okay, every election is important. The past elections were important. The current or the one coming in few months to come now is also important, because it's actually a time where we need to either vote out someone and then vote in another person, or revote the person into power. So every time we come out to vote, every time election comes into existence, it's actually very important. So I wouldn't say that 2023 election is more important than, maybe I would say that it's more important because as a Nigerian, or as Nigerians, we had an expectation. To an extent, we didn't get what we actually bargained for. But at this point, all we wanted is just to make sure that we change the status quo.
I feel like it's very important because the state of this country is really, really bad. And people, we need like a leader that can change things. We need a smart person. So I feel everyone is fed up and they want to be a part of this choosing process so they can pick the right person.
We need a total change this time, and we're ready to stand up and speak. Definitely, we need it. We can't be having the same set of people come into power. It was recycle the same thing we heard over and over again. So this time, all we need is a new thing, a new person, a new face. I cannot say let my grandfather come and start ruling me. I am to help my granddad, not him giving me something. So this time is a different change we need. It's a total new face for we Nigerians to make a better place for us.
I feel like they need more hands, and I feel like whatever tool that they are using to do this whole voters card thing, I feel like they need to do more on that, produce more of that, because we are a whole lot of people. I mean, over 200 million citizens. They have to do a whole lot, put more work, because to be very honest, you have to be really patient to come. I've been here since 7:30 a.m. and I just got in. You have to do a whole lot. You have to be you have to be patient to stay and get your PVC. And I feel like we should not go through that stress. They should just create more hands and more tools.
No, I don't think they are doing enough. Left to me, I feel they should just make it only online appointments. If you don't have any appointments, don't come. So they'll give everybody date and time, and they'll have like number of people they can attend to in a day. It's better than just allowing people to show up anytime they want and picking numbers and everything. It's going to be rowdy. But apparently they don't follow the appointments. That's why most people just show up and pick numbers. So that appointment method would have been better.
I mean, when you say if someone is doing enough, the answer will always be that more can be done. I think a lot more can definitely be done. I think the process needs to be made easier for people. I think there needs to be more communication, and it just has to be easier. More places to collect the PVCs. I heard that even though you have an appointment from an online registration, you get to the physical site and the appointments don't necessarily work. So better organization is required, and probably a bit more time.
Well, yeah, I think to an extent they are doing that, because I am aware that there is an online form of registration, and also the INEC officials are always on ground to actually make sure that people get their PVC. But regardless of the time we all come to get our PVC, as long as the registration is still open, every time we come around should be a palatable time for us to actually get it. I got to know that they've been here a few months ago, waiting for people to actually come and register and all that. So, but we're told that this thing is going to close maybe in June, on June 30th, or maybe it has been postponed or whatever. Whatever time or whenever time we come around to get the PVC, I think we should be able to get this PVC without, having to struggle. So maybe I would say that INEC needs more ends to ensure that the collection of the PVC is done without stress.
Like I said, I wouldn't deny the fact that INEC is actually quite trying. You know, for every disappointment, should still look at the positive side in terms of their website. Like I said, they have actually revamped it and it's quite seamless. The registration didn't even take me up to 5 minutes. But coming here and seeing the kind of things that is actually going on there, it is actually quite saddening that we are experiencing it. You know, must you know people for you to actually gain access to capture, just to capture. It shouldn't take me 1 minute and go back. Do you understand? So the government, I won't blame them. They are trying, because without the government support, INEC will not get to where they are right now. But then it's a continuous voters registration. We shouldn't wait for a particular period of time to actually do that.
Welcome to The Bubble for moments of factual opinions.
Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. It's okay now.
Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red yellow. I can't take.
Red, yellow, lorry, yellow. Lorry na yellow, red na lorry na yellow, red na lorry na lorry, all red, black, lorry see me lorry.
We don't see shege. Like, we've seen shege. My mommy was telling me one time that this Nigeria has never been this bad. And I think, as she said, we experienced it, we saw what happened at the Lekki toll gate. I think that was it for us. And we were like, oh no, we cannot have these people that do not care about us, because basically that's what it is. They don't give a shit about us. So we don't want that anymore. We know what we want now. We know the type of Nigeria that we want, and we already know that we can build this for ourselves. I mean, they were scared when we even tried to take a decision to protest and do things for ourselves. That's why they would say that type of silly and wicked things to us. I mean, we already know what we want.
Like I said, this generation is very impatient. This generation is not very obedient. You know, this generation wants what they want, and they want it now. You know, and naturally you would find that they're harder to control than previous generations. And that's why you see a lot of movement, a lot of activity, because these people want the best. You know, you're not children. I think partly I may be part of this generation, but this gray hair will show that I also might not be. You know, but I know very clearly that this generation is not patient and it wants to change now.
I think there's a third force right now, and people need it. We've always wanted an option. Do you understand? We've always wanted an option, and seeing a good option, youth want to actually make their votes count. Without this part, without these registration and all, we believe that we cannot actually make that actually happen. Do you understand? So this 2023 election is going to change the narrative. You can see there is a lot of competition. It's not like before that you can easily say by this time that this person will win. Nobody's not actually starting for anybody. You understand? And I don't want to believe in the narrative that this person is young and that means the person is better. No, we want to look at antecedents. What are the past qualifications? What are the things you've achieved in the past? Do you understand? Whether you are old, you might be 90. As long as you can deliver, we don't need your physical strength. We don't need to. Someone that is young, I think the person is healthy, can even die tomorrow. We're not wishing anybody bad. But at the same time, everybody wants to make their votes count. We all want our voice count.
That's what I said before. We actually totally want a different face of the person, and this time we are not ready to sit back as we sat before and watch the same set of men or the same set of fathers come in, or the same set of oldies come in and still give us the same lives and bring out the same, just recycling the same lives every single day and every year to us. So now we decided, or every one of us decided in their own mindset to come outside and actually participate, actually say or make our votes count. Because for me, this time my vote has to count. I had to leave work just to be here.
Join the conversation online as you follow us on social media at the Bubble TV.
The expectation of Nigerians in Lagos and in Nigeria as a whole would be that the best will be done, that their votes will continue to count, will still count. The Commission is doing everything that I've said to make sure that it conducts flawless election in 2023. The personnel that will handle the exercise are being trained every day. Innovations are being brought up every time. We've discarded smart card reader. It's now BVAS that is being used, so that people will not say because of accreditation they were disenfranchised. BVAS, you cannot say that there was only one single person that came out on Saturday in Ekiti and could not vote because of accreditation, because BVAS was able to perform optimally. So, and the votes were recorded when the time came for counting. So the same thing will be replicated in 2023, that everybody will know that the Commission has been fair to everyone. The mandate is to conduct free, fair, credible and inclusive elections. The Commission on its part has been embarking on aggressive voter education drive. And the various stakeholders too, like your agency, have been doing a lot to make sure that the level of awareness concerning the electoral process increases. So that may be, and then maybe it could still be due to the activities of the political class as well, because they just completed their primaries. They saw some of the candidates, maybe they are interested in some of the candidates, and then because of that, everybody wants to see what will happen at the end of the day. So it is actually good for democracy in Nigeria that more people, especially the youth, are getting interested in participating in the electoral process.
Join the conversation online as you follow us on social media at the Bubble TV.
Special announcement to all TV, radio, and online content producers. If you are the CEO of your company and your content is showing on any platform, Then, the Electronic Media Content Owners Association of Nigeria, EMCOAN, invites you to become a member so you can enjoy world-class seminars on modern production and distribution techniques, access to international content markets home and abroad, protection from exploitation by clients, mentoring by seasoned professionals, unlimited access to professional production personnel, tips on how to make your business grow, and many more opportunities. Hurry now and contact the MCOAN Secretariat on
0810-809-8009, 0907-364-8691.
MCOAN. Content is king. Come, let's roll together.
What a time well spent. Join us next week, same time, same station, and you will not regret it. Do not forget to follow us on all our social media handles to further the discourse.